I hope you're having a great day. Happy 2020 to everyone out there. I hope 2020 is going to be a fantastic year for you in all fronts of your life, your relationships, your work, your career, your health, your personal growth, and everything else. Well, I want to start off the year by talking about what worked the best in 2019. There are many things that work. Everyone's different, everyone's unique. And I think when we start off with 2020, we don't want to make resolutions which are just generic. We want to look and understand, number one, each of us are unique individuals, which means we're unique individuals. What suits us doesn't have to suit people outside. What suits someone else doesn't have to suit you. The kind of workouts, the kind of diet, the amount of sleep that you require, the way you handle stress compared to someone else who handles stress, everyone's different. And when we understand that, we will start really looking at ourselves and our lives. And through 2020, choose what is the right food that suits us? What is the right food that makes us feel energetic, that boosts our immune system, that helps us maintain a healthy weight, lose weight in case we're overweight? What is the right amount of sleep, the right amount and quality of sleep that we need that allows us to wake up feeling completely rested, with no dependency on too much of caffeine and sugar and carbs throughout the year? What is the right exercise that suits me? Not what the whole world is doing, not what Hollywood is doing, not what Bollywood is doing. No, what suits you? Is it walking? Is it yoga? Is it a mix of weight training? Is it dancing? No, we want to find out what suits us and what makes us feel energetic, strong, without injury, without the need to visit so many physiotherapists all the time because our workouts keep injuring us. And the fourth vertical is stress. Okay, what stress impacts you? Are you an anxious person? Is your anxiety prolonged for a long time? It's okay, we get anxious about small things, but anxiety should go up and come down. Stress levels should go up and come down. 2020 is the year that we want to look at all the excess emotional baggage that we're carrying in us. How can we release it? How can we let go of it? How can we accept things that we need to live with, and what can we let go of? Now, this is going to be different for everyone. Some people may find it easier to accept. Some people may find it easier to let go. Some people will need assistance and help and counseling and prayers and everything. So I think 2020 starts with all of us understanding that we are all different, unique individuals. And now we need to determine what is best for us when it comes to our lifestyle. Okay, we don't want to copy other people's lifestyles and still feel empty and disheartened and unhappy and all of that stuff. We want to make our own lifestyle, define our own lifestyle, with the end product being happiness. That's a natural state of being. We want to try to be happy through 2020. There are ups and downs which every human being goes through, not just a few, everyone. Some people can handle them, some people can't. What do we need to do to change that lifestyle? But the first lifestyle change that I want to talk about, which I've spoken about several times, is the circadian rhythm fast. By far, we've got the most amount of testimonials from across the globe, and they keep flowing in every single day about how this 12 hours or 13 hours or 14 hours, but the minimum 12 hours has changed lives. From weight loss to better sleep, to lower inflammation, lesser body pains, aches, joint pains, back pains, better skin, glowing skin, better hair, and everything. And you would think, how can fasting do that? Because what happens is we need to understand, number one, most of us are eating too much. We're constantly snacking. It's not our fault because there's a whole snacking industry making us believe that snacking is necessary. Now, there are very few people who have, fluctuating sugar levels, and they may need to eat every 2 hours to maintain their blood sugar levels. But for everyone else, a lot of people say, if I don't eat, I get acidic. No, you have acidity, you sort your acidity problem, and then you move into fasting phases. Okay, it's not because you have a problem that you don't do the right things. So let's explain exactly how the circadian rhythm fast works. We know about intermittent fasting. It is fantastic. We know about the scientific research in regards to intermittent fasting and all of that stuff. But what I realized last year was so many people would say, Luke, I'm intermittent fasting 14 hours, 16 hours, 18 hours, 20 hours, 24, 36 hours, but I'm not getting the results I need. And then when we diagnosed and broke down what their lifestyles were, the biggest mistake were people were making intermittent fasting into a game, comparing what other people are doing. Someone's doing 16, everyone's doing 16, someone's doing 18, people are pushing themselves to do 18. The worst part was everyone's doing it every day at a different timing. Sometimes they start at 7 in the evening, the next day they start at 9, sometimes they start at 2 in the morning, sometimes at 3 in the morning. You see, there's a biological clock in you. And when you understand this, this is the first step towards great lifestyle and great health. There is a biological clock that's in you that is synced with nature. You see, the sun and the moon, no matter what, depending on which country you're in, it will rise and set at the same time, according to that time of the year. It works according to a clock, a nature clock. You have a biological clock that is in sync with that. Your sleep-wake cycle, your eat cycle, your digest cycle, and everything else. Most religions describe it beautifully how our meal should be over by sunset or as early as possible. And today there's scientific and medical research showing that the human body and the pancreas are not designed to break down food late at night. So number one is when people are having late meals, what do we see the next day? They wake up puffy, they wake up bloated, they wake up acidic, indigestion problems, and all of those problems, including constipation, IBS, and everything else. But one of the most powerful feedbacks we got were how people eating early in the evening got rid of all of these problems. And what worked for them? Their own body. Because when you follow the biological clock, your body performs several hundreds of functions according to the clock. The same way your day runs according to the clock. 6 o'clock, you wake up. 7 o'clock, you hit the gym. 8 o'clock, you have a breakfast. 9 o'clock, you're in a meeting. You follow a clock. If you didn't follow a clock, your day would be chaotic. Now, take that same analogy and put it to the clock in your body. If your body is unable to follow its clock because of your lifestyle, there is chaos in your cells. There is chaos at a cellular level, interrupting and disrupting everything from digestion to your hair, to your skin, to your weight, to your hormones, to communication, to your stools, to detoxification and everything else. So we need to align. Number one, the circadian rhythm fast. In fact, I'm starting a challenge from tomorrow. I'll be doing a video on that. I want everyone to start off 2020 with a simple 10-day challenge that we're going to do. But right now I'm going to tell you how to do the circadian rhythm fast. Have your meal as early as possible with the sunset preferably. So if it's 6 o'clock, eat at 6 o'clock. If it's 7, eat at 7. Now, if you've been used to eating at 10 o'clock and 9 o'clock and 8 o'clock, slowly come down to 8, then 7, then 6. It is possible. Where there's a will, there's a way. Today I have the most busiest people in the world. They run companies, they're CEOs, they're billionaires, they're different people with heavy schedules of travel and work, but they are managing to eat their dinner at 6 and 6:30. Some of them carry their food to them with office. Some of them go home, finish their meals and restart working. Find it. That's your part. You find it. Where there's a will, there's a way. So you finish your dinner earlier. Have a proper dinner. Have your carbs, have your protein, have your fats. Of course, good quality carbs, good quality protein, good quality fats. After that, you're going to fast for 12 hours on only water. Plain water. No green tea, no chamomile tea, nothing. Plain water. And when you wake up in the morning, 12 hours later, preferably you've got 7 to 8 hours of good deep sleep. If you get a signal of hunger, you break your fast. Now, most people will say, but 14, 16, 18. You need to understand that when you align your fast with your biological clock, with your gut, your body is able to perform all those functions in a shorter period of time. You don't need 16 hours. You don't need 18 hours. You don't need 24 hours. Once or twice in a month, a 24-hour fast or a 72-hour fast is fantastic for your system. But I'm talking on a daily basis or even 5 out of 7 days. So take 5 days, Monday to Friday. Friday, Saturday, enjoy your weekend. Have a late meal, party, do all of that stuff because we're not trying to make our lives extreme over here. So at least 5 days in a week, if you can set your eat timings and your sleep-wake timings with your biological clock, your body is going to work for you. All the little things that we're trying to do, in order to get our health better can be done by just maintaining this, your immune system, inflammation, pains. There's a beautiful scientific research that just came out for women suffering from breast cancer, how a 12 to 14 hour fast is actually showing an improvement in the prognosis of the cancer, whether they're going through chemotherapy, radiation, and all of that stuff. I've written an article, I'll post this video, but you need to understand. Now, most people think fasting is difficult. So for the first day, you may break your fast in 9 hours. The next day, maybe 10, then 11, then 12. If you're perfect at 12, maintain. Now, what happens if you wake up and you're not hungry yet? 12 hours, then push it to 13. Push it to 14. That's up to you. But the moment you get that signal of physical hunger, you break your fast. Your body is telling you that it's finished all the work it needs to do in the fasting phase, and now it wants nutrients, raw material, so it can begin the building phase. Now, most people who try to extend the fasting thinking that they're going to lose more weight or get more benefits, and they fight the hunger, the fast starts harming them because now it's the building phase, but you're depriving your body of food. So your body moves into stress mode. And what happens in stress mode? Cortisol goes up. You start storing more body fat. You start producing inflammation in your body and all of that stuff. So listen to your body. Don't look at what the world is doing or your friends are doing. You listen to your body, and an efficiently running body will break a fast in 12 hours. Or maybe 13. If you've had a rough night, eaten late, your body may need more time to finish its work and will extend the fasting phase. Listen to your body. It doesn't have to be the same every day. One day could be 12, one day could be 13, one day could be 16. But live mindfully through 2020 and listen to your body. The moment you're physically hungry, not emotionally hungry, you break your fast and you eat. So if we can look at this 12 hours, I can promise you, you should spend time on the Facebook page and look at the testimonials. These are people who have not signed up for programs with me. They have just taken the concept of circadian rhythm fasting and they've implemented it. Most of them, thousands of them, I don't even know who they are. But when you see the testimonials of how it's changed their life and people are sleeping deeper, which is true, because when your food is completely digested, you sleep deeper at night. But when you eat a late meal and you go straight to sleep, your body's still digesting carbs, you get an energy spurt, your whole sleep cycle is also messed up. So if it's the one thing that you want to look off to start your 2020, get into the habit of a circadian rhythm fast. If you cannot get 7 days, get 5 days. If you can't get 5 days, start off with 1 day or 2 days or 3 days and realize and experience the benefits that you get from this very simple thing that our ancestors have been doing for ages and ages and ages. Now, most of us think our social life is going to be messed up with this. That's not true. I have actresses, I have billionaires, I have clients, I have myself who I eat and I go out. I still have fun at a party. Who said you can only have fun by eating food? I have fun by going and socializing, talking to people, making conversation, not just by eating. So you can still have a fantastic nightlife. You can still have a fantastic social life by respecting the circadian rhythm fast. Make this work for you because 2020 has to be a year where we move from health obsessed to making simple changes in our lifestyle. You know, there are so many things which are overrated, right? From superfoods to extreme diet fads and exercise fad. Think about it. We were not designed to be so complicated. We made life so complicated because of marketing, social media, and all of that stuff. Today, most of the people who are on social media following the circadian rhythm fast, they are so happy because they've got most of their health benefits by doing this one little thing. So if you can do it, make it work for you. Tomorrow I'm going to go live. We're going to start a challenge tomorrow evening. Of course, it's going to revolve around the circadian rhythm fast. We're going to go off sugar for the next 10 to 12 days because 2020 is the year we want to focus on having minimum refined sugar and minimum junk in our plans. And then you will see how you empower your body to be a powerful machine that works for you physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and intellectually. Have a great day, everyone. Until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, breathe deep, and happy 2020 to you and your families.